Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you a fairly sizable haul of stuff that I've picked up over the last couple of months really. It's palette season, isn't it? Christmas and the holidays, it's palette season, and so I've just ended up with a bunch of stuff and I haven't filmed a haul for ages, so I have a bunch of stuff to show you. So I'm going to start with this guy that I picked up just this past weekend. This is the Narciso Rodriguez For Her, and it's a little kit. It has an eau de toilette, a shower gel and a body lotion in it. I got this from Debenhams when they had an offer on this past weekend where they were doing 10% off, so this should have been £51 and I got it for, what's that, 41, no, maths not so good, 45.50, something like that, 45.90. It's on the shiny thing here, I'm sorry. 45.90, I was right. So I really love this fragrance. It's something that I had a long time ago and I stopped wearing, and I think it had turned because every time I wore it, it broke me out in a rash. But I've tried it since. I've, you know, spritzed it on in store since, and it's been absolutely fine. And it's a really nice, for me, a really nice evening perfume because it's a bit more, slightly more musky and floral than what I wear during the day, which is not to hand, but it's Ralph Lauren Pony 2 in the pink bottle, which is really fruity. So this is a nice contrast to that. So it was a nice way to pick it up, nice kit. And the whole kit cost the same as buying the 50ml of the perfume. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to start piling things up to my right, so you'll probably see an ever-growing stash of stuff. I picked a few things up in the Body Shop, just little odds and ends really. I got the Twin Ball Revitalizing Facial Massager. This came out with their new their spa skincare line, I think. And I've got to admit that I mostly bought it because I just think it looks hilarious. So this is it. And I understand how it works and stuff, but really, guys, Body Shop, this, you didn't think that shape might be a little inappropriate for people to rub against their faces? I don't know. So, and I mean, God, look. I mean, come on. Anyway, I bought it because facial massager sounds like something I should probably be doing, and I'm not, so I bought that. While I was there, I also picked up another bottle of the Wild Argan Oil Shower Gel. I've mentioned this in other videos before. This is my favourite scent from the Body Shop. I used to love the peach. The peach seems to come and go, but this guy is around all the time. And I like that. I like that it's reliable. Smells good. They're great shower gels for the price, so I got one of those. And I also got a new set of scrubby gloves. Just because I do have some body scrubs, but sometimes it's just easier to just put some shower gel on the gloves and go that way. Hair stuff. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you this because this is going to glare because of the light. This is the Bumble & Bumble Full of Cheer kit. So it has the thickening shampoo and conditioner in mini size and the thickening dry spun finish spray thingy, which I'd never tried, and that was why I bought the kit, because you got the shampoo and conditioner effectively for free when you bought the kit. So I've tried it. I quite like it. I don't like it as much as the Charles Worthington volume one in a pink can that's a texturizing spray. I like that one much better, and I think I probably like the Bumble City Sweat slightly better than the thickening dry spun, but I probably need to give it a bit more time. Either way, pick that up. Boots and hair salons seem to have that, and it's about £22. Next, everything is pretty much, oh no, I've got a couple of singles. It's mostly palettes now, which is scary. Now I'm looking at a big pile of palettes. I picked up, this is the Dior Addict Lip Colour number 989 Pinstripe Plum. This was actually an incorrect item sent to me, but it's one of those guys. And it's a really vampy dark purple, but I don't have a lot of colours like that, so I figure I'd keep it. It was a nude I wanted, and they sent me this, and I emailed them and said, hey, you've sent me the wrong thing, and they didn't have the nude in stock and just said, we'll refund you but keep it. So I got that for free. And at the same time as ordering that, I also got this. This is the Bobbi Brown Illuminating Bronzing Powder in shade number 3 Maui. Now, I love these. I have this in the shade Antigua, and it's beautiful. They call them bronzing powders, but they're not really bronzing. It's more of a blusher. So I got this one just because I like the one in Antigua so much. And that was from the same website as as the lipstick, which is cohorted.co.uk, and they have all kinds of stuff at ridiculous prices. So this was £14 instead of £28, which seemed like a bargain. Next up, this is also going to be very shiny, and I apologise for that. It's the Real Techniques Deluxe gift set. So it was a new brush set that they released for Christmas, I guess. So there is... Does it tell me what the brushes are? Yeah, a multitask brush, a tapered foundation brush, angled highlighter brush, base shadow brush, and a liner brush, and a clutch bag that I'm never going to use. But that was £20, was a good deal. Should be £30 full price. Superdrug have them for 20, so if you're in the market, that's a good place to look. And now on to the palettes, I guess. I got the Balm Nude Tude palette. Now, this actually wasn't something that I bought. This was a gift. This was from Shaz from Blonde Tea Party. She very kindly invited me along to an event that she was going to, and there were goodie bags, and this was in the goodie bag, and she let me have it. So I've been having a little play with this. I haven't used it a huge amount just yet, but it's a very nice palette so far. So thank you, Shaz, for letting me have this. And she gave me a couple of other bits as well, but they're downstairs and I'm upstairs. So, but I got this, and it's nice. It's my first real, other than, I think I have the Mary Luminizer, but other than that, it's really my first kind of foray into the balm, but all good so far. Then, a couple of things I picked up from TK Maxx. That I just happened to stumble past, really. This is the Romantic Eye palette, and this is in the old packaging, so that's why they have this, because it's in the old cardboard packaging and everything tends to be packaged in metal now, but it's this guy. Lots of purples and pinks, and just a nice, it's a nice palette. Full price, these guys, I'm covered in hair. Full price, these guys retail for about £30, I think, and I got this for a tenner, so that seemed very reasonable. Likewise, I picked up the Bonjour Soleil palette when I was in TK Maxx another time. I wanted this when it came out, and I just couldn't bring myself to spend the money because I think it was about £40 when it first came out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see if that's going to get in the way. Let's try that. So it's 3 bronzers, one of which is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I can smell it. And a little brush in a little metal container. It was, like I said, £40 I'm sure when it launched. I got this for £10. Again, a bargain. So happy with that. Haven't used it yet. Probably may not even reach for it until the summer, but it was good to have for the money. I picked up this little guy, and this is so cute. This is the Smashbox Double Exposure mini palette. I don't know what they call it. It's not the full size double exposure, it's the tiny baby, like a travel one. So it has 8 shades in it, and I got this from Boots earlier this week. They were doing some kind of Black Friday weekend type offers, and these are normally £17.50 and it was reduced to £11.67, so it's like a third off. It seemed like a good deal, so I picked one of those up. I thought it might be nice for travelling or to chuck in my bag, that kind of thing. On a Smashbox, something nearly went flying. On a Smashbox theme, I also picked up the Shape Matters palette. Now I've had this for a few weeks now. This has just been sitting around, and I got this when Boots put it on special offer. I don't know how long ago that was. I feel like that was October sometime. It's been a while. But you've probably seen this. 100 million people have done videos on this, I'm sure. So you have 3 brow products. You've got your highlight stuff in the middle, and then on the left as you look at it, oh, you probably didn't see any of it because of the glare. Let's try again. Try that. So shadows here, highlight and contour here, and some brow products on the end. So I think this one's a really cute palette. It's nice to have a bunch of products from the range to try. I don't think it's particularly portable. Like, I don't see it as a travel palette because it's just a bit, like, it's quite bulky as palettes go. But glad to have it. It was a pretty good deal at about £30, so picked it up when I could, and that was that. This leaves me to, oh no, one more that isn't Urban Decay, and then all the rest are Urban Decay. In the sale last year, or maybe the year before, I got a Laura Mercier palette that had 8 eyeshadows and then a blush in the middle, and I love that palette. Such a good everyday palette, you know, use it for work and that kind of thing. Love that palette, so I decided that I would pick up the next, you know, palette that she released. So this is the Sleek and Chic eye colour palette. So this is the new one that's just come out for the holidays. In the UK, I believe it is exclusive to Space NK. Oh, excuse me while I reach for a bag, which is where I got it. And it is just beautiful. I haven't even used it yet because it's just been waiting in a bag to be hauled, but look at that. I know so many people have done videos on this already, but it's just beautiful. Gorgeous colours. The pigment is so nice in these Laura Mercier shadows, so I'm really, really happy to have it in my collection. And I'm looking forward to actually trying it. And I can kind of say that about everything I'm showing you here. I'm really looking forward to trying it because what I've done is I keep buying things and putting them in a bag because I must do a haul on that. I must do a haul. Need to do a haul on that. Needs to do a haul video before I can use it. I just don't use things. I have used this guy, however. This is the Vice 4. Everybody has done a video on this. People are doing tutorials. Everybody has done something with the Vice 4. Except me until now. So you know what this looks like. It looks like that. It has a massive mirror and those shadows. And it's gorgeous. And I love the Vice palettes. I have all of them that they've released. So I have 1 through 4, and I also have the Vice Limited as well. It is rare that Urban Decay release an eyeshadow, like a major release eyeshadow palette, that I don't immediately have to grab because I love the quality of their shadows. I love the colours. I love that there's brights and neutrals, and I just love the mix. So next up, I wasn't going to buy this. So I've just told you how it's very rare that anything, you know, they release anything that I'm not going to buy. So I saw all the pictures of the Spectrum palette and I watched all the reviews and I heard a bunch of people say, meh, you know, if you've got the 15th anniversary palette, you don't really need it. And if you're buying the Vice, you probably don't really need it. But I have the 15th anniversary palette that's in the same sort of packaging as this, only shiny. And I have all of the Vices and have a couple of the Book of Shadows, and I think I've got the Alice in Wonderland as well. So I'm a collector, you could conceivably say that. And so I had to have it. And I mean, these colours are they're just beautiful. Urban Decay's shadows are always beautiful, and they're just super pigmented and yummy. And it's terrible swatches, but there you go. There's a few of the colours. Like that turquoise, that deep end is just gorgeous. So I wasn't going to get it. And then it was in Debenhams and I had to have it. And that was it. Like, they've got me. They have 100%. They have got me, because I just can't. I can't not. When a palette comes out, there's this part of me that's just like, well, but what if I don't get it? What if I don't get it and then I realise I want it? What then? So, you know, I got it. I also got, and I'm quite excited about this one, I also got the Gwen Stefani palette. Was updating the website like a lunatic on the 22nd when it launched. Again, you'll have seen this one. Everybody's already done a video on this one, but I think this palette is gorgeous. I've seen a ton of people say shades are really light. Like, there's not a lot of very pigmented shades. Everything looks really, yeah, perfect for me. Completely perfect, because, I mean, that's a work palette for me. My everyday eye look, which I don't have my Naked palette to hand. My everyday eye look is the first 3 shades from the left on the Naked palette. So I think it's Virgin is the shimmery white, which I use as a highlight. I use Sin on the lid, and I use Naked in the crease, and that is it. That is my everyday go to the office eye look, because it just gives a bit of definition without too much anything. This palette is going to allow me to do pretty much the same thing. So there's lots of, you know, lots of good neutral shades that will work on an everyday basis for me. And there's some, you know, some brights that I may or may not dip into. I think if I want brights, I'm going to go really bright and, you know, use one of the other palettes. Nonetheless, very excited to have this. This also sat on my kitchen table for a while because I was just waiting to haul it, and now I can swatch, so that's fun. And I think, oh, please hold. There are 2 more other things that I'll mention. I picked these up while I was away at the weekend. A refill of the original primer potion, because I've run out, and you know, it's good stuff. I haven't found anything else that I like as much as the Urban Decay primer potion, so that's the one. And my first Tom Ford lipstick. So you probably know, if you're, you know, watching, that Tom Ford has done a new release of the Lips and Boys collection for 2015. So some new shades, and some of the old ones have come back as well. And I think they might be being made permanent as well, which is quite cool. Now, it's so tiny. It is the tiniest lipstick I've ever seen, and like price per pound, this is just insane for what this costs. I think this was 27 and it's 2 grams, which is kind of a lot of money for not very much lipstick. But I decided I wanted to have one, and so what I did was I went with a really good wearable shade, just like I did when I bought the Christian Louboutin one, because I didn't want to buy something I wasn't going to wear. So the shade I went for is number 18 Addison, which is a really nice kind of nudie pink. I have worn it, it's very nice. And I just think it's nice if you can afford to do so, and I fully realise that not everybody can afford to do so, or, you know, would want to spend the money that way. But for me, I just like having a few little luxury items thrown in there. I think I said in one of my videos just recently that I'm trying to buy less but more expensive rather than more but cheap. Does that make sense? So rather than, I mean, it's £27, so what is that, like 3-4 drugstore lipsticks? I would rather have this than say 4 Maybelline lipsticks. For me, this is just, it's just better for me personally. I know it won't be the same for everybody. I'd rather have this than 2 MAC lipsticks, come to think of it. So formula's nicer, and it just feels a bit more kind of luxury and a bit nicer. So it was my first one of those. I don't think it's going to be the last. I have a feeling this might be a bit of an addiction type situation, but we'll see. And that was it. That was the epic haul of stuff that I have bought in the last couple of months, and I'm trying to tell myself that now I need to go on a spending ban and not buy anything, but it's like, I know that within the next month or so, well, it's 2 things within the next month or so really. Number one, the sales, which will start Christmas Day. So there will be me in between preparing Christmas dinner. I will be on an iPad on the Space NK website, on the Boots website, you know, going through and looking to see what's around. It's my birthday as well. January is my birthday, and so that will mean that there will be shopping, because that's what I do on my birthday. So I'm kidding myself if I'm going to say I'm going to go on a no buy, but a significantly reduced buy would probably be a good idea based on all of this. So that is a wrap for this one. Have you got any of these products? Tell me what you think. Is there anything I haven't got that you think I need to get? Like, I haven't picked anything up from Too Faced yet. The only thing I really wanted was the kit with the lipsticks, and for some reason they didn't release that here, so I didn't get that. They had the eyeshadow palettes. I got the Vegas Nay palette. I can't remember if I hauled that. My friend Sarah from Print, Polish and Shine was kind enough to snag me one of those, so I also have the Vegas Nay palette, but I don't remember if I already hauled it or if I've just missed it from this one, but I have that. But the Too Faced Christmas kits didn't really grab me. So I don't know, have I missed out on anything? Is there something that you guys think I need to get? Not that I need to get, but that I might like. That's probably a better way of wording it, isn't it? That I would like rather than I need, because conceivably I don't need any makeup for the rest of forever, probably. Maybe 2 forevers. It's kind of a long time. I've got a lot. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with another video. I hope you're well, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.